Good morning, and welcome to your morning cereal.
Okay, good morning and welcome to Wednesday. Well, it's hump day, people, and we are on the downside of the week, and that feels pretty darn good. Well, today's National This or That Day, I don't think are very well thought out today because what it's asking is for you to get up early, wash your hair, dry it, get it all done, call your hairdresser to come in there and get that hair just right because today is National Good Hair Day. Well, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, maybe they are pretty well thought out because if you don't have good hair, like some few people in the population, maybe, I'm not saying that's you, but you can just participate in National Wear a Hat Day. So I take it back. They totally got this thing figured out, totally redeemed themselves. And it's also National Air Max Day. Those are some of my favorite looking Nike shoes, although I can't wear them because Nike makes their shoes way too skinny. And it's also Live Long and Prosper Day. If you're watching on YouTube, I think I got it. I may have my hand the right way. The Spock sign there. They celebrate Live Long and Prosper Day today because this is the birthday of the inspiration, Leonard Nimoy, who played Mr. Spock on the Star Trek series. Well, here's someone that lived long and did prosper, and he's made all of us laugh a ton. It's Martin Short. He's going to give us our quote for this morning, and he said, quote, "If you have a wonderful moment, don't second guess them, just enjoy them," end quote. And I love it. Be in the moment, especially those good ones. Thanks, Martin. All right, today's news facts and birthdays are from March 26th. We're going to start back in 1953 because that's when Dr. Jonas Salk, he announced that he successfully tested a vaccine to prevent polio. Then, skipping up to 1982 on this date, Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder, they released the single Ebony and Ivory in the UK. Then, on this date in 1972, the LA Lakers set an NBA win record by winning 69 of 82 games. And that record would stand for 24 years. That is until Michael Jordan's Chicago Bulls broke the record in 1996 with a 72-10 record. And sadly, I do have to report that Stephen Curry's Golden State Warriors broke that record by just a single game, and I think there's a whole lot of asterisks on that season as well. But they broke that record in 2016, and they went 73-9, one game better. And lastly, in the year 2000, on this date, the ex-KGB officer Vladimir Putin, he was elected president of Russia. Well, happy birthday to you. If today is your birthday, you share a birthday with a lot of people. So first, we're going to start with actress Keira Knightley. She turns 40 today. It's a big one for her. Larry Page, he's the CEO of Google. He's a young 52. Former Utah Jazz guard from the 80s and 90s, John Stockton, he's 63 today. One of the funniest men of all time, we already talked about him, Martin Short, he's 75 today. Aerosmith's frontman, Steven Tyler, he's 77 today. Singer Diana Ross, she's 81. And then lastly, politician Nancy Pelosi, she's 85 today. And the number one movie on this date back in 1986 was Pretty in Pink. And I'm sad to say this is another movie that I have not seen, but I'm pretty sure my wife has seen this, given it was in the mid-'80s, and I know it's a bit of a cult classic. And it stars the 80s teen romantic comedy star Molly Ringwald as an outcast high schooler who's looking for love and probably finding it. Well, it also stars John Cryer, James Spade, Annie Potts, and apparently the original ending was changed because audiences weren't happy about the pairing of John Cryer's and Molly Ringwald's characters. They didn't like them getting together in the end. So apparently they changed the ending to this. So I'll have to watch that and I'll get back to you. This could be another one of those movie endings, kind of like Grease, where they messed it up. Sandy should never have gone bad, but that's my issue. Well, the number one song on this date back in 1990 was Black Velvet by Alana Miles. Now, I know this song well as it was a hit in the middle of my youth and growing up, but it's not one of those generationally defining songs, although Alana did win a Grammy for it. And if you know it, and even if you don't know it, you probably know the strong lyrics with lines like this: "Black velvet in my little boy's smile." Well, the song is a tribute to Elvis Presley, and it's referencing his youthful charm and the iconic black velvet paintings that became a symbol of his fandom. It's a great 90s song that is very nostalgic for us Gen Xers. Well, let's get you prepared for this Wednesday with my takeaways from Chapter 4 of Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. And in this chapter, entitled How to Spur People On to Success, Carnegie began this chapter telling us to praise even the slightest improvement in others. We need this praise to thrive, and with praise, we can thrive. This is not news to us. Throughout this book, Carnegie has told us to openly praise people. But Carnegie's also said that this praise should be sincere. Carnegie says this, quote, "We all crave appreciation and recognition, and we'll do almost anything to get it. But nobody wants insincerity. Nobody wants flattery," end quote. And Carnegie continues saying, quote, "The principles taught in this book will work only when they come from the heart. I am not advocating a bag of tricks. I am talking about a new way of life," end quote. Carnegie believes these principles and this idea of giving people sincere praise can do far more than change people. It can transform them. And he reminds us that giving that gift to them is within our power to do so, and we can do it freely. Carnegie says, quote, "Abilities wither under criticism. They blossom under encouragement," end quote. Here it is. In a chapter entitled How to Spur People On to Success, Carnegie's principle number 6 is praise the slightest improvement and praise every improvement. Be hearty in your approbation, your approval, and lavish in your praise. Hey, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. Well, thanks so much for joining us today. Come back tomorrow, live long and prosper, and have a fantastic day. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to the Morning Serial podcast on the One Life Live It channel. You can find more episodes and videos by visiting our YouTube channel and the website at Sean Inglis and at SeanInglis.com, where you can also follow our other podcasts, the Mr. and Mrs. Inglis podcast and the Life Happens podcast. In these other podcasts, we'll dive deeper into everyday issues, self-improvement and well-being, business and finance, and we welcome special guests too. So join us. It'll be a good time, I promise. Thanks again for listening. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you tomorrow.